All right. We are good. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our Tuesday night call. I'm actually really excited for tonight's call. So if you have been following these calls, I always interview different leaders in the company, people that have been here a long time or have these big, massive stories or have had like big, massive success. And we're going to have some of that on tonight's call. But I'm really excited to start sharing real stories of real people on our team. Not that those other stories weren't real, but these are people on our team who have truly experienced different arrays of life changes because of this opportunity. I just want to share really quickly that, the title of this video is about sometimes life happens. And, life happened to us in the past week pretty hard. Life hit us really hard. Our 3-year-old broke her elbow, and as stressed out and as long of a day as I have had, not her elbow, she broke her arm, but Mike said something to me. He said, you know what? You didn't have to call off work the past couple days to deal with this, to go to the doctor. You didn't have to ask permission to be home and deal with her. We didn't have to worry about, oh my gosh, what's going to happen, medical bills. We didn't have to worry about all that. And that was really amazing that I had to take a step back and go, in the middle of all the yuck, because yuck happens to all of us, I didn't have to worry about certain things that I had to worry about in the past. So that was a big deal for me. So we're going to jump right into this call. If you don't know about this company, this opportunity, we're with an almost 20-year-old, faith-based, family-owned, debt-free, health and wellness company that's based in Palmetto, Florida. Truly incredible people from the CEO and his wife on down. And just grab a drink, grab some popcorn, whatever you want to get comfortable, and stay tuned because you guys are in for a treat. So our first guest is someone very dear to my heart. I've known her, I think just as long as I've known Mike. And we've watched each other grow throughout this opportunity. And I'm so honored to be on this journey with you. She is a nurse. She is a single mom. This lady works so hard, but always stops to pray over the people she loves, to check in on people. She's just got such an amazing heart, and she's a dear friend of mine. So, Kathy, thank you so much for being on here, and I'm so excited for you to share your story tonight. Oh, I think you're muted. You're muted.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm sorry. I'm Kathy, for those that don't know you. I'm a 50-something person. I have 3 kids, a new granddaughter. When I met Brandy, I was on this journey of trying to find myself and lose weight. I actually found It Works probably about 6 years ago due to one of our mutual friends. I've lost a little over, I think, 210 pounds now. But the mutual friend used to wrap me with the wraps. And I actually became a distributor at that time, and I did really well. I signed up 3 distributors under me, boom, boom, boom. And then all of a sudden, like you said, life hit me. I just let it go. I kept losing the weight, though, refound It Works. And then I remember when Brandy asked me, hey, do you want to, consider signing up under me? And I was like, oh, gosh, I don't know if I want another auto ship, And then I started praying about it, and I felt like God was moving me. Every time I would say no, he would say yes and bring me right back to It Works. So I signed up. It's been a little over March. It's been a slow process, but it's not the process that I know some people feel defeated because they don't climb the ranks as fast, but I'm more like, I'm so happy with the growth that I'm finding. Like the friends, God is just really, I've just been asking him, what is it you want from me? And I feel like he's putting me on this path with these women. Now I have people that message me and they're like, hey, I know you pray for people. Would you talk to me over the phone and pray for me? So it's like, I feel like God's using me in a whole new way. Even when I work as a nurse, I'll be drinking the products and, they'll be like, what is that you have? And I'm like, oh, that's It Works. And they're like, oh, that's your side gig, right? And I have this big smile and they're like, you just love what you do, don't you? And I'm like, yeah, I'm helping people. So it's starting to be contagious at work because they see that I've recommitted myself. I've been on this fence for like the last year, not losing a ton of weight. And I'm like, that's it. I have 40 pounds to go, 40 pounds to make my goal. I've lost 210 pounds. I can't stop. So I just encourage you, some people travel quickly, some people travel slow, but I feel like the slow process, I think God knew I needed that. I don't know, it's my growth. I feel like I'm smiling more. I just can't even tell you all the blessings he's bestowed on me, and the people that I've met through you, Brandy, and Nina, and the upline. I just feel like he's bringing more and more. And lately, the prayer in my heart has been, I feel this calling like, you might want to move to Florida. And I'm like, is that you, God? So I'm like, and I talked to my kids about it the other day because they're all on their own doing their own thing. And my kids are like, Mom, you've taken care of us all these years. If that's what God, where he wants you, will come see you. It's a beach. There's beaches. So I don't know. We'll see what the next step brings. But I just encourage you, it is a great opportunity. And if I could have made this decision, 10, 15 years ago, I can't imagine how my life would be, especially now having a granddaughter that's 9 months old, just the unlimited potential that I would have a lot more freedom to do more things. So that's kind of my story.
Man, Kathy, I already have had an emotional day, but I'm tearing up and I have goosebumps. That is like what you described is, and I know this next guest will probably have more to say about this, but that is like the heart and soul of what we do, is hearing the people on our team say the things that you're saying, watching you grow personally, watching you blossom, watching you smile more, watching you go through things in life that would stop most people, but you came out stronger. Like, I just love that. And I'm so thankful to have you on this journey with us, but I'm thankful that you were on here tonight sharing your heart and the story. So I appreciate
thank you for
here.
having me. Thank you.
Anytime. All right. So we are going to jump into our next guest, and I don't even know where to begin on her. I'm going to talk about her, and I'm going to tell you a few of her stats, but her heart, she is the heart of our team. And, you're going to see a theme here of the support, the love of women that pray over you, that pray for you. I can call her crying about something going on in my life, and I told you I was emotional today. I'm going to cry before this is all over. And she literally will stop what she's doing, and she will pray with me, over me, for me, everything that's going on in my life. And, she encourages me. If she sees that I'm overwhelmed and I'm not on all the calls I should be on, she calls me and says, what's up? What's going on with you? Where are you at? She pushes me to be the best version of myself. And she doesn't do it and then sit back and not do it herself. This is a woman who has been getting up every morning for the last week at 6 a.m. to do calls for her team in Australia that she just launched. And I know she's doing them every morning because my other half is up at 6 a.m. with her down by the pool doing the calls too. So she is just an incredible leader. And a little bit about her success. She went Ruby in 3 hours, Diamond in 7 days. She skipped double and went triple in 60 days, Presidential in 120 days. And this is not her first company that she's had this incredible success. She has done this before. So, you kind of want to follow the people that continue to have success in everything they do, the people that continue to touch things and turn them to gold. That's who I want to be around. And she ended last year, started January this year as a number 147 income earner I can't even talk today. It's been a long day, y'all. Out of 150,000 plus distributors, she was number 147. How amazing is that? Mrs. Nina Moore, thank you so much for being on here with us.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I was looking around the room like, who are they talking about? Oh my gosh. This was an incredible call already. And I have to throw it back to Ms. Bright. Your name. I want you to think about your name. And, just the fact that I know when I put that message up this morning, it was because, oh my God, I know what it's like to be a mom. First of all, with a mom with a sick child in a closeout week. A sick toddler in a closeout week, but a mom with a sick child with a broken arm when you own a pool in the midst of the heat. That's a whole nother level of, and so immediately we needed to send the prayer warriors down to Florida. One, just for Anya's comfort, but for you two as her parents. But I just want you to remember what your name says. And, you know, your name is Brandy Bright. And so no matter how dark it feels right now, no matter how grim it feels, the fact that, you know, most people would have canceled this call because they had a heck of a day. I just want to give you kudos because you didn't cancel. You just said, I need somebody that you kind of like, were like, all right, I just need somebody to hold my arms up tonight on this call. I'm going to get on this call, but I need somebody to hold my arms up on this call. And so we got your back. And watching you emerge as a leader and grow as a, you know, even as a friend and then as the coach that you are to your team, I'm just grateful to be a part of your journey and humbled to serve you. And we honor you tonight. And we're grateful that you still wanted to do this call in spite of what's going on in your life. And so you guys heard, my name is Nina Rochelle Moore. I am a 48-year-old mother of 4 children. And I always got to like laugh because I'm like, what are their ages, right? 32, 27, 21, and a 6-year-old, a glam mom, a wife, a worship leader, a serial entrepreneur. I am psychologically unemployable. But, you know, at the end of the day, I was thinking today about why I do what I do. And we were on a leadership call earlier. And I remember being on that call earlier, and we were talking about taking some time out for yourself to honor God in that time and just to take a moment, a breather away from it all. And I was thinking about why it's so difficult for me to do that. And I realized it's because I never feel like I'm working a day of my life. Not ever. I believe we get tired in the work, but not tired of the work. And so the fatigue is a little bit different because it's just the natural fatigue your body will feel. And even when I'm feeling overwhelmed, I know that's that stretching that's taking place. It's that place of uncomfortability, right? And I thought about a song today while we were on that training with the leadership. It's a focus group. And I thought about the words of the song, when my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to that rock that is higher than I, that is higher than I. Hear my cry, O Lord. Attend unto my prayer. And I know that tonight doesn't seem like, you're probably like, well, what does this got to do with It Works? It has everything to do with It Works. It has everything to do with it, because ultimately people at the end of the day think this is about the fact that, yes, we do have products that work and an opportunity and a compensation plan that's going to pay you if you do the work, because this is not easy, right? But what you get so much more than a company with products and a compensation plan that pays. You get a sisterhood. You get a ring, a circle of unified men and women both, who really want to see you win. Because what we do is we dig deep inside of you to find those areas that haven't been pruned yet. We dig deep inside of you to find those areas that need a little more fine tuning. And if we just can kind of tweak this and tweak that and help you see things a little bit differently. And ultimately, our job first is to help you to believe, 1, that you deserve to win. To help you to believe, 2, that abundance, it belongs in your household. That it belongs in your house. That 3, you are great and that everything you need is already inside of you. So if you're wondering what this has to do with It Works, it has everything to do with It Works, because our owner, Mr. Mark Pentecost, he believes in the foundation of faith, family, fun, freedom, right? And so so I can't think. I am grateful to even be able to bring on my next guest, right? As I'm watching her grow, and I'm going to share some things with you by the end of this call, so don't you go anywhere because I got something special for you, right? It's an amazing week, and it's an amazing time to open your mind to opportunity. If you're here, the reason why it's so amazing and the time is right now is because right now I need your minds to be like a parachute open, because a parachute has to be open in order for it to work. Timing, opportunities of a lifetime, they don't always come around, but when they do, it is our job to seize the opportunity in the season of its lifetime. Now, some of you are going to say, well, what is this guaranteed? I'm going to ask you, is your life guaranteed? Is tomorrow guaranteed? Is waking up tomorrow guaranteed? No. Is it guaranteed that your car is not going to get a flat tire? Is it guaranteed that it's not going to rain, right? Are any of those things? Nothing is guaranteed. Here's what we do know is that we do have a very proven system. And what we can guarantee you is that if you devote some time into personal growth and development, and you are coachable and trainable and teachable, we guarantee you that our system does work. How about that? That we can guarantee. We guarantee that we've got products that have been proven, tried and tested. They work. So the company is not on trial. Our products are not on trial. We've got an income disclosure statement that we could show you. Guess what? That's not on trial either. Our leadership is not on trial. What has to happen right now is that you've got to understand that you deserve to win, and you deserve to align yourself now with other people who are winning mentally, spiritually, emotionally, right? And physically, because the next young lady that I get to bring to the line, she over there looking like a snack. Right, over 40 pounds down, after breaking her arm, breaking her hand, and shattering her wrist. She's a little 50-something Spice Girl, right, in West Philadelphia, out of West Philadelphia, a wife, a mom, and a caretaker of her husband, of her son, and of her mother that has to now live in an assisted living facility very, very close to my home. This young lady is a licensed massage therapist who, because of her injury and having to have multiple surgeries on that hand, ended up having to take several months away from her job because, of course, who could she massage with a broken hand and a shattered wrist? Well, what a hit that could possibly take to a person's mental state and their self-esteem and their emotional state. But I believe that it is because of her partnership here with It Works Global that it was the thing that was her healthy distraction during that time. Brand new diamond. Oh my gosh, let me tell you something. She's shining bright like a diamond. And she did join us. And you know what? I'm gonna stop right there because I'm gonna let her tell that part of her story. I want you to put your virtual hand claps in the air as we bring to the line brand new diamond out of West Philadelphia, Miss Marguerite Faison.
Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me, Mrs. Mortimer?
Yes, we can.
Excellent. I want to give it back to you because if it were not for you, there would be no me in a whole lot of different facets. And I'll tell that later. And then I want to give it back to Miss Brandy Bright. Why? Because she is the bomb.com. When she reached out to me and she was like, I want you to be on my call, I was just like, oh my gosh. Wow, I'm just so humbled because this call happens every week. And I know that there are awesome leaders that are doing phenomenal things on this call. And I just, little old me, you want me to talk about my story? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm just excited to be here. And I also want to thank your partner in life and your partner in business, Mr. Mike Lemire. He is a totally awesome man and my fellow veteran. So, you know, I have extra special love for him. But my name is Marguerite Faison, and I am 52 years old. And I say that with pride because a whole lot of people didn't get here. They didn't get here because of their age. They didn't get here because of the choices they made. And I am super excited every time I say my age. I came to It Works Global very broken. I had just been in a car accident. I had been in a position where I just didn't know what I wanted to do. And then Mrs. Mortimer, because I love her and I trust her and I know that she has done great things, she invited me to her home. Now, when she invited me, she didn't tell me what it was about, but if you know Mrs. Mortimer, you know that when she invites you to her home, you either going to eat or you're going to hear something that's going to change your life. Period. Point blank. Anyone that knows her knows that. So when I got to her home and she had some people there and she was sharing some information, and I was like, okay, I had missed out on opportunity 2 times before. Count those, 2 times before. And I was determined because I've been around direct sales network marketing since 1995. So I know how important timing and positioning is. So I was like, I'm not going to miss out on this opportunity. But guess what? I got in and life kicked me in the proverbial tushy. And I did absolutely nothing but have my monthly subscription. I was using the products, I will say that. But all I did was have the monthly subscription. Now, what was she supposed to do? Because, she knew me and she knew that I could come in and I could take this business by storm, but I wasn't doing what she expected me to do. She didn't feel good about that, and neither did I. And the more I thought about it, the more in myself I got. Because as she mentioned to you, I'm a licensed massage therapist. I am the wife of a chronically ill husband. I am the mother of a 20-year-old college student who's on the autism spectrum. I am the daughter of an 81-year-old mother who has dementia. I also have a virtual assistance and concierge service. I work part-time for a local TV station doing special events. I am the director of operations for a global ministry. I also am in a sorority. I do a lot of community work, and I have a health and wellness business. But guess what? I have to do what I have to do in order to make sure that I do the best for my family. Now, I came a part of It Works Global, not because of the increase in flow to my household. I became a part of this company because of the fun, the friendship, and the freedom. As Mrs. Morris said, It Works Global is my healthy distraction. I could be doing a whole lot of other things to manage life, but I choose to be a part of this company, and I choose to serve my way forward. See, a lot of times people want to become a part of the companies and they want to reach the high ranks and they want to rub elbows with those that are in the know and those who have the big names and big ranks. That's not my story. I prefer to serve from the back. I prefer to be in the background. But guess what? The season that we're in right now does not allow me to do so. Because guess what? I opened my mouth to my pastor, who happens to be a part of our company. And I said to him one day, I said, Pastor, I want to be up there where you are. I want to be in front of the room telling my story because somebody needs to hear what I have to say. And guess what? Within 60 days, I was in the front of the room sharing my story. Within 60 days, I was teaching people how they could take this business to another level. As Mrs. Morris said, in July of last year, I went on a vacation. A vacation. I had not been on a vacation in about 10 years. I was so excited about the vacation. I had gone to work, went down, and I went to one of my favorite places, New Orleans, Louisiana. Got down there, what? A hurricane happened. A hurricane. I was there, trying to enjoy my last days, went into the bathroom to take a shower, and that's when my life totally changed. Dropped something in the shower, went to pick it up, missed the mat. Next thing I know, I am on the floor. All of the 250 pounds that I was at that time broke this wrist. Let me say that again. All of it broke this wrist. Now, she mentioned that I'm a licensed massage therapist. I couldn't massage. But guess what? I didn't get concerned about how I was going to make money because I knew I had a vehicle that I wasn't driving. Have you ever heard of a Ferrari? Have you ever heard of that car where you get in and if you drive it really slow, it goes because Ferraris aren't meant to be driven slow, and neither is this business. Because this business is like a Ferrari and money loves speed. So I had the vehicle, I had to drive it. And guess what? My household has not missed a bill. My household and my family have not missed a meal. And we are doing what we need to do to help those that come in contact with us win. We're helping people win. We're going from the bottom all the way to the top at a whole nother level. So I hope that someone is on this call that sees what I had to say and they're like, you know what? I can do what she's doing. I'm not sure if I really want to work as hard as maybe she does or Mrs. Moore or Miss Bright. But guess what? I have a dream. I have a focus. I have something I want to do and people that I want to help. I encourage you to get back to the person that invited you to this call this evening and tell them, I'm ready to win. Because guess what? If you have a car and don't drive it, it starts to rot away. And if you have a business and you don't work it, then the people that you can help will find someone else to help them. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Ms. Bright, to be on this call. I am so glad and so humble that you chose me to want to share my story with the people. Thank you again.
That was awesome and amazing. My goodness, just passed it. I felt like we should be passing the plate at church. And so, you know what? Ms. Faison really did give you a call to action right now. I know we didn't talk about a compensation plan and all of that. Guess what? The fact of the matter is, I know if the person that invited you to this call, if you know them, then what you know about them is they're not fools. What you know about them is that the $99 that it is to join the business, that they're not trying to scam you out of $99. That $99 is not going to make them rich. So this is not a scam, a scheme, none of those things, because you're actually going to get a state-of-the-art website. You're actually going to get 2 apps for your phone. You're actually going to get 7 digital sample credits for your phone. And lean in. When you join, right? When you join, you're going to be able to sign your first business partner up at 50% off. But that deal is going to be up on Sunday. Now, we told you that timing and positioning is everything. It is everything. All I know is I think about the fact that I wish to God that I had been invited to that meeting when Mark Zuckerberg called 5 people to his dorm room when he decided to have a conversation about a social platform called Facebook. Well, Brandy, 3 of those gentlemen out of the 5 that were invited to his dorm room, just like you were invited to this Zoom or perhaps to the live that's on Facebook right now, those 3, they decided that they didn't want to make the investment. Oh, they just was too busy being busy. Oh, they just didn't understand it. They, for whatever reasons, they just didn't, right? And they didn't move. They were gripped with analysis paralysis. They didn't trust the person that invited them to look at the information. Now, it was free for you to listen. But now, guess what? Even the pain that we're having in our lives, whether it's financial or whatever the case may be, right? There's a solution for that. And the solution starts with you making a decision tonight to draw the line in the sand. You've got to make the decision that enough is enough. I'm hearing a song, enough is enough, right? Enough has got to be enough. And guess what? If the people that were in your circle could assist you at changing your life or your current situation, then guess what? They would have already done it. Well, the 2 gentlemen that showed up to Mark Zuckerberg's dorm room that night, today, they are billionaires with a B, Nia, billionaires. Because they decided to, you know what, they may not have understood, but what they understood was that this guy, Mark Zuckerberg, he's probably come up with some very creative ideas before. And what they understood is that he had something. He was on to something. Well, because I can't really tell you what this team was on to, I want you to get back to the person that invited you here. I'm just going to let you know that 18 months ago, we did some pretty incredible things. And we're going to do them again, bigger and better. So you've got a choice to make. We're either going to see you at the top or we're going to see you from the top. But we would certainly love to celebrate your success with you. So we're going to throw this call back over to Brandy Bright, and she's going to close us out. Thank you so much for having me, Brandy. The call is yours.
Man, thank you so much to you. You three of the most amazing women, and I am just so grateful to be on this journey with you. I'm going to close with a quote that I heard today, because one thing that our team is really big on, as you heard throughout this call, is personal growth and personal development. And every free moment that I have, whether I'm doing my makeup or I'm driving in my car, I like to listen to something that makes me better, keeps my mind right. And we're going to close with a quote tonight. And then I want you to get back to whoever invited you and take a chance. So the quote that I heard today was, "What consumes my mind controls my life, and I will not be a woman controlled by the lies of the enemy or by my own doubts and fears." I heard that quote before I had any idea what was going to be said on this call tonight, and I wasn't even going to share it until I heard the three of you speak, and that I was like, oh my God, I have to go find that quote. Do not let your own doubts and fears control your life. Take control and take a chance. All right, guys, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next Tuesday. Have a great night.